The winter storm impacting a lot of people in our area, including those on the move or trying to travel. One of those people, our very own JARELL Baker. Here's his story.
Flying home to visit my girlfriend and family was supposed to be a short trip, but after several cancellations due to the winter weather, it took me and several other traveling Texans several days to get back home. It's been a long week for travelers like Killeen resident Adam Whittaker.
A lot of frustration that turned into a lot of anxiety and worry.
Whittaker planned to fly from Killeen to D.C. to spend the Valentine's Day weekend with his fiancée Joanna. But when the winter weather struck the Lone Star State, his 4-hour flight turned into nearly a day of cancellations and rerouting.
My flight got canceled over and over again, trying to fly to Killeen to Dallas. Eventually changed my flight to Austin. Drove all the way down to Austin. Flew from Austin to Chicago, and then Chicago to D.C.
After making it to D.C. and spending the weekend with Joanna, Whittaker ran into trouble trying to get back to Texas. After more cancellations, he found a connecting flight to Charlotte. But when he arrived in Charlotte, he learned his flight to Austin was no more.
It was already stressful getting him here, and then for that stress to continue on his way back, it was just overwhelming.
Now he had to spend extra money and find food, transportation, and a place to stay.
When it was continuous, it just turned into anxiety, worrying about how I'm going to get home, when I'm going to get home.
Whittaker was stranded in Charlotte for 3 days and worried about power outages, apartment flooding, and other problems in Texas.
My fiance kind of, said, even though I was really frustrated, she said, well, it's kind of a blessing from God because, he's keeping you safe, and out of harm's way. So you're not stuck in, what could have been a massive disaster for you.
Thank you for your patience, and we'll be underway shortly.
He found a hotel to stay in and found a flight to get back to Austin Thursday. And after a week of challenges, he's happy to be back home. I was also on the same flight as Whittaker, and it was one of the first flights to make it back in Austin in days. Many are hoping as conditions can improve, there are more people that can find their way back home. In Austin, JARELL Baker, 25 News.